Anytime your screen is small like this, just click the green button and it goes full screen. Please save your questions for later. There are 3 layers, one called Brad, one called Tiger, and one that just says Layer 1. To change the name of the layers, put your cursor on top of where the text is and double click and change the name. Okay, these already have layer masks on them over here. So all you have to do is make sure, see where the lines are around the frame? That means that the picture is selected. You want to click on the side over here, which is the layer mask. After you click the layer mask, if it's not already selected, you can click the eraser tool. This circle that you're seeing represents the eraser tool. If I click here and nothing happens, it's because I was bringing something back or taking away from the mask. So I just click these 2 little bent arrows. Now the white's in front and I can erase. Notice when I let go of the mouse that this turns black over here. That tells me that you've been erasing from the mask, which is what we're doing. However, I can't see the background behind the tiger, so I have to click the layer that the tiger is on and click that layer mask and erase from here also. Then I'm going to click back on the top layer, erase from here. Click on the second layer mask and erase from here. I want to be able to see the background and both figures, which in this case one of them is a tiger. You're going to have to go back and forth a bunch on this, clicking on the different layer masks and erasing, because there's going to be a lot of leftover stuff over here. So just keep doing that until you have it to where you can see the background on through both layers. And just keep clicking back and forth until you can see something like that. Okay, then after you have it like this, save the file. Do file, since it's already named, I want you to rename it with your name on it. So do file, save as. Up here in the top, this is where the merge practice is. Just put your first initial and last name there. Make sure that you click over here on Documents so that it goes to your folder, which should be labeled P6. And save it. In order to get the details, since I don't like the way this looks over here, in order to get the details the way I want them, I want to reduce the brush. And the way to do that, if you look at your keyboard right next to the letter P, there are a couple of brackets. Watch what happens to the cursor when I hit the left bracket. It gets smaller. That's how you erase details. It's the bracket key and it's right next to the letter P on your keyboard. So if I want to bring some of his face back, make sure you're on the layer mask and reverse this with this little angled arrow on the lower left-hand corner on the toolbar. Now I can bring it back. So this is where you're going to get some of the details. And you can keep fine-tuning this until you get it perfectly, or however you like it. It's okay if it merges into the character, but I do want most of this white area taken away. So you're going to click back and forth on both the tiger and Brad Pitt's face until you get it the way you want it. I still don't like the way the white is over here, so I'm going to click back over here on the angled arrow. And then I'm going to start taking a little bit of this away. And then the last thing I'm going to do is hit Command S for save. And now it's saved like that in your documents folder, in a folder called P6 with your name on it.